Hashtag that.
We give you the breakdown on how to have the best staycation this spring break.
And we interviewed the cast of Quinnipiac's main stage production, Rage.
From Hamden to Hollywood, we are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
From Hamden to Hollywood, we are your source for entertainment news.
Welcome to Hashtag That. I'm Haylei Cotton.
And I'm Laura Smullen.
This is our last show before spring break, so you know we have to talk about our plans and the best of what's going on.
This spring break, I'm headed off to Disney World with my family. I'm super excited. I haven't been since I was 4 years old, only been once, so I don't remember it. I do know I did get all the princesses' autographs though, so that was prime.
Oh, that's awesome. I totally wish I did that. What park are you most excited to see?
Probably Epcot.
And are you looking forward to the rides?
Oh, definitely. The food,
awesome.
The characters, everything. I'm so excited.
Over spring break, I'll be heading down to Orlando to explore the wizarding world of Harry Potter at Universal Studios.
Oh, that's so cool. Have you been before?
I have not been before.
Yeah.
I'm so excited though. Over winter break, I just watched all of the Harry Potter movies for the first time.
Finally.
So I have to go down and explore.
That's so cool. Do you ever want to travel to some of the places your favorite celebrity goes to, but you're too broke?
Well, we have the lowdown on affordable celeb treats, everything from ski destinations to sightseeing to warm climates.
If you're thinking of hitting the slopes this spring break, head on over to Aspen, Colorado, which has been called Colorado's Hollywood. The Kardashians and even Leonardo DiCaprio are often spotted there for a quick weekend getaway. And even big holidays. You might need to save a little bit for that 5-star ski resort, but an average 5-day vacation of shopping and skiing is just under $500.
For sightseeing, celebs like power couple Chrissy Teigen and John Legend love to go to Paris, France. The city of love is home to the Eiffel Tower and has several unique cafes to experience. A trip to Paris in the fall season will have less tourists, good weather, and cost under $400 for a 4-day trip.
If you're looking for somewhere nice and warm, maybe try a tropical vacay down in Costa Rica. Kourtney Kardashian, Mario Lopez, and more travel there for tours, festivals, and relaxation. The average price of round trip as low as $297, and an overnight stay in a 4-star hotel is just $162.
For all of us out there who don't have celeb money or time to go on expensive vacations, have no worry.
Maggie Smith has you covered with how to have the best spring break staycation ever.
Hey, as you are studying for midterms and looking forward to spring break, let's talk about some cheap things you can do if you're not going away. So first, going into spring break right after midterms and all of the crazy projects and stress of the semester, it's important to do some self-care. Maybe watch some movies you've been looking forward to watching, start a new TV series, and look into some cheap items you can get at any drugstore near you. Face masks, nail polish, you can look into bath bombs, and just take a day or two, sleep in, get some rest, and make sure that you are ready to get back to school after spring break. Another great thing to do over spring break is to reconnect with friends that you don't get to see. If you're staying home, it's always cool to look into some things that maybe you didn't even know were in your hometown. Depending on where you're from, there could be some things that you don't even know are there. Whether it's hiking trails, whether it's a new restaurant that maybe opened up, or something local like that, it could be a great option to go and try something new in your hometown and bring some friends along too. Another option, if you have some money to spend but not enough to go all the way to Florida, are to look at sites like Groupon and Gold Star. Going into Groupon or Gold Star, you can enter in the location where you're from and what city or area you're looking to go to by just typing in New York City. There's so many different things you can do. $36 tickets to go to the top of the Empire State Building, $32 tickets to go to Madame Tussauds. There's a bunch of different comedy clubs you can look at, a bunch of different things that you can go to with friends that normally would cost a lot of money. So definitely check out these discounted sites where you can get tickets to things that you might normally have gotten the chance to go to. Another great option is TKTS in New York City, where you can get discounted tickets to musicals and plays on Broadway. Are you interested in Dear Evan Hansen, Phantom of the Opera, Frozen, or anything else? Definitely go check out TKTS and get discounted tickets and spend your spring break checking out some awesome new musicals on Broadway. Also, spring break is a great time to catch up on anything that you didn't get to during the busy semester. The Oscars just came and went. Maybe make it your plan to watch all of the movies that were nominated for the Oscars. I know I want to watch Parasite. I have not watched it yet, and it won the Oscar. So this spring break, you can definitely catch me having a movie marathon. There are also a lot of great new Netflix series that are on Netflix and different streaming platforms, and a lot of new seasons that have come out from already existing shows. You just came out with season 2. Good Girls, Sex Education are all great options if you're looking to kind of binge watch a new show. You can use spring break to do just that. So I hope that I've given you some different tips and tricks to spend your spring break at home. Make the most of it and come back refreshed for the rest of the semester. That's all I have. Back to you guys at the chairs.
Heading to warmer climate this spring break, you may find yourself wondering what to pack in your suitcase.
We got you covered. This is what's trending for spring break. First up, we're finding more that simple, light styles are becoming part of the fashion. A lot of influencers have been seen sporting lots of white and flowy materials to give them that effortless spring look.
And a tip for an easier experience when packing, stick to items that you can mix and match and that will make you feel comfortable and confident. Try to pack lots of clothing items that go together, that you love, as opposed to specific outfits, so you have more options throughout the trip.
Don't forget to pack a pair of jean shorts because they can go with practically anything. We know jean shorts have been a staple since forever, but with good reason. Anything from a flowy tank, a button-up, to a crop top looks adorable with a good pair.
And remember to pack a pair of shoes that are comfortable for all excursions. If you like to be active on your trips but don't want to waste room with bulky pairs of shoes, try a cute pair of slip-on sneakers. They'll be functional for walking and cute with a bunch of different outfits.
And for bathing suits, try lots of different styles to see what makes you feel confident and beautiful. And remember that every body is a beach body. You look great.
I'll make sure to pack all of those things in my suitcase and feel great when I board the plane.
It's time for us to take a short spring break.
But when we come back, we review the newest album from a fan favorite band.
You won't want to miss it.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
New on the alternative music scene, Tame Impala released his album, The Slow Rush, this past Valentine's Day.
Hannah Mirsky is here for a review on the album. Take it away, Hannah.
Tame Impala has been doing something no other band has gotten right since the 60s, psychedelic rock. After a 5-year hiatus, they came back with their 4th studio album called The Slow Rush. It has the same groovy and relaxing feel as their 2015 album, Currents, and it seems to still be working for them. I really respect artists that don't sell out after the big hit album. Just like their last album, Kevin Parker manages to keep his band and rock music relevant in a time when rock isn't recognized the way it used to be a few decades ago. The lyrics throughout the album focus on reflecting on time and living life to the fullest. Parker revisits past life experiences like his estranged relationship with his father and romantic relationships. In his song Lost Yesterday, he leaves those bad memories in the past in hopes of moving forward. I think the lyrics are great. I love when artists use their lyrics to help themselves and their audience push through something and not have their music solely aimed for radio play. But musically, I think it could have been stronger. Something I question about Tame Impala's music is why they build their songs up so much lyrically and musically just for him to get to the chorus of the song and sing it like a sigh of relief. It kind of makes all their songs sound really similar. Yet this album did not disappoint me because as much as their songs sound similar, they're solid songs. It's great music to hear live in concert, and I think it's a great comeback after 5 years. I'm Hannah for #that.
A lot has been trending in the Twitterverse this last week.
So much that I've barely been able to keep up. Lucky for us, Dan Ball is here to break down this week's trending topics. Dan?
Thanks, guys. I'm Dan Ball, and these are the stories that have been trending on the web. First off, Twitter was set ablaze over the weekend when the news that actress America Ferrera was leaving the NBC comedy Superstore. E! Online and CNN both reported that the show's leading lady and executive producer would be exiting at the end of the current season, season 5, despite the show being renewed for a 6th season. Ferrera said in an Instagram post that, quote, "The last 5 years on Superstore have been some of the most rewarding, enriching, and enjoyable years of my career." She went on to thank cast and crew, but did not comment on her future. Fans were quite upset at the news, with Twitter user @SpicyPeralta saying she, quote, "I don't think they'll survive without her." Moving on, happy birthday to the Biebs. Justin Bieber turned 26 over the weekend, and while he did celebrate, he didn't exactly go nuts. A string of videos from the Daily JB source on Instagram showed Justin out on the town after a romantic dinner with wife Haylei. He blew out the candles, he made a wish, and then he spent some more time with his wife. Everyone online seemed to agree that there was one goal from the Biebs on his birthday: have a nice night with the love of his life. And finally, Floyd Mayweather is known for spending his money in creative ways. He owns entire fleets of cars worth over 6 figures. He'll wear a pair of boxers once and then throw them out the next day. So naturally, no one was surprised to learn from TMZ that Floyd went into New York City last week to go shoe shopping and racked up an $11,000 bill. The report claims that he bought multiple pairs of custom Nike Air Force Ones and walked out with what appeared to be 8 bags. Floyd is known for wearing sneakers once and leaving them in hotel rooms after he's done. So an early congratulations for whoever gets to clean his next hotel room. Guys, that's all I have for trending topics today. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go think about what I would buy with 11 grand in my pocket.
Sometimes it is easy to get wrapped up in your own favorite music and forget to check out new music.
Sean Raggio and Matt Halpin decided to switch up their playlist this week and discover some new tunes. Check it out.
Hey guys, from #that, it's Matt Halpin here with Sean Raggio. So we both have pretty different music tastes. I'm more of a rap guy myself. I know Sean's into rock and EDM way more than I am. So we thought it would be interesting to both recommend each other one song each that we might not usually listen to, one that is in our preferred genre of music. So for Sean, I recommended the song What's Poppin' by Jack Harlow. What did you think of the song?
Well, for starters, I didn't wake up this morning thinking I'd be listening to a new rap song. I've been really into my alternative stuff recently, but it definitely struck me as a Matt Halpin song. And what I mean by that is, the song has beauty and simplicity. It's not one of those rap songs where you're going to get everything thrown at you to become a hit song. It's got good lyrics, a catchy hook, and really nice piano vamping in the background throughout the entirety of the tune. His flow was great. The one caveat is that I wish he changed up his flow a little bit right before that final chorus, and maybe a short bridge with a little bit of a change in his flow, but I was jumping up and down in my car listening to this on the way over. I loved it, honestly.
Absolutely, and I'm sure Jack Harlow would appreciate that. He's getting a lot of big ups right now from industry people, but I'm sure none are more important than the one and only Sean Raggio.
That is absolutely true. Now, I'm very curious to hear what you thought of the song I recommended you, SOS by Avicii, posthumously released.
Yeah, so I'm sure everyone remembers where they were when Avicii died. I know I do. Very sad moment. I always loved Levels. I used to warm up to it before hockey games all the time. And Wake Me Up, also a great song. This song, SOS, also has Aloe Black in it, just like Wake Me Up, so immediately it was a little bit recognizable to me. I really like the feel of this song. It has a very tropical vibe. Reminds me a lot of something that would come out of like a World Cup song or something. I have expected Khalid to be on here. It's just a very radio-friendly pop song. I feel like I've heard plenty of duplicates of this song before, just working retail and listening to the radio all the time at work. Not necessarily a pump-up song like Levels might be, but a great posthumous installation, and one that I can remember Avicii by very well. Well guys, from #that, I'm Matt Halpin, he's Sean Raggio. We'll see you next time.
Coming up after the break.
We have Mara Cray for a Hollywood news update.
Stick with us.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, the boss, the boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work. Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
There's always so much going on in Hollywood between our shows.
But Mara Cray is here to give us that Hollywood news update. Mara?
Hi guys, I'm Mara Cray and I'm here with your Hollywood news update. So let's just get into it. It's official, there is a new Bachelorette. It was announced today. So 38-year-old Bachelor alum Claire Crawley is set to be the next star of the ABC show, The Bachelorette. So according to Crawley, the news came very suddenly. She only found out Saturday night herself that she would be the season 16 leading lady. But what type of man will Crawley be searching for this season? In a Good Morning America interview, she stated she does not really have a type and she is used to dating younger men. She is actually more concerned, though, that the younger men are not going to want to date her. So, but anyway, it's a great day for feminism, obviously.
Oh,
but
great.
how do you guys feel about this choice?
I mean, I don't watch Bachelor, Bachelorette, but what I heard, she's been on multiple seasons before.
Multiple franchises.
That's
like,
very
I think Bachelor's
sad.
in Paradise.
I
and
feel like
also
she's
The
never.
The winter one, yeah.
Is she gonna find love? I really hope she does.
I feel, yeah, she's still rolling the dice. I kind of admire her for her tenacity, I
Right.
must say. And again, I confess, I don't watch The Bachelor. I'm very sorry. I know that's a cardinal sin for a 20-something girl.
She's found love once before on the show, right? And then it ended up failing.
Oh,
I heard
right.
there's
I heard
broken
that.
engagement too.
Do we think
couple
that's going to
weeks
happen
after.
again?
It might.
I have
just
faith.
might.
I have faith that they can monetize that some more.
Yeah.
So we're all
gonna keep it
Team
going.
Claire.
We're gonna keep it
Yeah.
there.
Team Claire.
Well,
We're rooting for you, Claire.
It mentions that she's, you know, kind of concerned about her age and the younger men, like kind of being like, maybe not.
yeah.
Do
you
you
know
think
what,
that?
though? I don't think that they care so much. I think if a woman shaves her legs, that's fine by a guy. I think that the requirements are actually very, very low.
Yeah.
So age is just a number.
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, as long as you're not like, I don't know.
Right.
What's the yardstick by this?
I don't know.
I'm trying
Maybe
to
they're not
I'm
into
realizing
it.
how little insight I have into the male mind right now, and it's very discouraging.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I feel the same way.
I need to watch more reality
I feel the
TV,
same way, yeah.
Obviously. I'm wildly underqualified for this bit, but it's okay. Anyway, let's move on. So up next, John Mulaney might have a new movie role coming up. Mayor Pete Buttigieg announced that he would love to have the comedian John Mulaney play him in an upcoming biopic. The comedian was very ready to accept that offer. So on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Mulaney went on to say that this was a really cool moment for him, even though he received a lot of criticism from Democrats for not voting for Buttigieg and even jokingly accepting the offer. But Mulaney sarcastically joked, quote, "He's an openly gay veteran of the military, so it's a good idea to turn him down violently." Kind of just throwing back that blowback. So what do you guys think about this potential matchup?
I mean, I love John Mulaney.
Yeah,
I think this has the potential to be hilarious if it goes through.
What is he going for? Does he want his life to be a comedy?
Well, I think too it kind of works because Buttigieg just dropped out, so the stakes are low. It's not going to have implications for the election. They can kind of just wander as they will. There's a lot of creative freedom there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like it. And I don't know. I just love the idea of John Mulaney, who is self-admittedly not a screen actor, taking on a biopic. I think that's outstanding. And the Academy will hate it.
No hesitations.
No.
He's like, I'm all in. I'm going to do it.
Yeah. I think it's a very solid choice. I think it's a very solid choice. What do you think, Haylei?
I think it's a good choice. I think it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out.
Yeah.
I saw that there's a little bit of background with him and like how he's a little different. So I think John Mulaney would have a good play on that. I think he'd have some good input on what's maybe how he acts it out or, displays the character.
Well, and I think too, like based off of his hosting of the last SNL episode too, obviously he's got the political airs going on. We saw that in the cold open. So he's gonna. But anyway, in the last story, Chris Pratt is really, really ready to hit 28 million Instagram followers. Last night, the Guardians of the Galaxy star posted a plea to his 27.9 million Instagram followers on his Instagram story. Pratt said, quote, "Guys, I'm sitting here realizing that I'm at 27.9 million followers. 27.9. That means if I just get one more follower, I will be at 27.9 million still. ... End quote. So he was really struggling to do the math in his head. But I don't know. What do you guys think about this noble quest for 0.1 followers?
We just checked before the show. He's still not there.
He's not. He has not reached the goal, and it's very disheartening.
Yeah, he just needs one more, guys.
It's just one more. Have you guys seen the video, though?
Yeah.
We watched it literally right before the show, and we were like,
he's having
what's
such a
going
hard
on?
time.
He's having
doing
such a
that.
hard time, and he seems kind of a little loopy. I think we may have had a few before this was recorded, and he's
Maybe it was
sweating.
a long day,
A long
We've all
day.
been there.
We've all been there, especially when you know that you have to calculate your Instagram following and all the
Exactly.
social metrics. But I love that he's sweating. Like it's
he's
physically
really
taxing
trying
for
to-
him to do this math.
And honestly, if I were following him, I'd probably just unfollow him despite him because it would be funny.
Now you need one more.
I don't think
Now
I
you
can
need
find
two.
it hard to do that. But anyway, it was great talking to you guys.
Yeah, it was. All right, it's time for us to take a short break. When we come back,
We have an interview of one of the stars of Quinnipiac's main stage production, Rage.
don't go anywhere.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Before we talk to someone in the show, we need to see how the show went from an audience perspective.
Jamie Manley and Ben Labadia were at the show Saturday night to see what it was all about. Let's check it out.
Hey guys, we're about to go see Rage. It's our first time seeing it. It's the first run of the show. It's based off the Stephen King novel, Rage. It's his first ever novel.
It's such like a sensitive topic, especially in Connecticut, but we're excited to attend the panel after and see what the actors have to say about the show and how it affected them in the community.
Yeah.
So let's go!
Let's go. All right, so we just watched Rage.
It was super intense. And you felt like so emotionally connected to the whole story, whether it was just one person or everyone.
Yeah, they really did a good job at making you empathize with what people were actually going through, and just truth was such a big thing about it.
Like the college universal connection to that, like never judge anyone for who they are and don't always just judge so quickly because you never know what someone's going through.
But it still makes you think a lot about like who people are and what this whole aspect of rage really is.
Like have a conversation with somebody about it, because even though if you didn't see it or not, like it's such an important conversation to have. And I think that like it's something that we don't talk about enough.
Yeah.
So 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 would highly recommend.
We'll see you guys on the flip side from #that.
Joining us here is Liam Devlin, who played Pigpen in this performance. Thanks for being with us here, Liam.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So Rage was the world premiere, never been done before, right?
Yes.
What was it like preparing for your character? You're the first one to do it.
It was really interesting because, yeah, it was the first time that anyone had done this character. I had the opportunity to really take on the character for the first time. So there was nothing to really base it off of except the script. So it really came with a lot of script analysis, working with our wonderful director, Beth, and then seeing what type of things was working with the performance. Obviously, you know, it's a group effort whenever you do something so like this. So you may have something that you think works for the character, but unless it really meshes with what everything else is going on with all the other actors making all of those other separate choices, sometimes you got to let things go. And it was a really, really wonderful experience to sort of have the freedom to do that completely and totally with free range, because it was something that we were doing for the first time.
Right. That's so cool.
Now, with this performance, would you say that it was a challenging one to perform?
With the subject matter?
With the subject matter,
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a very, very heavy show, yes. There's a lot of gun violence, there's a lot of physical violence, there's talks about very difficult discussions like sexual assault, racism and police brutality. So there was a lot of difficult moments that we would have to subject ourselves to every night, but what made it really easy and really more of a fun experience rather than a harrowing one was that the cast was so tight-knit with each other. We were able to rely on each other for help and to go to each other if we ever felt like something was very too difficult for us to handle in the moment. And we really had a strong sense of community between one another to really rely on, and that made the show so much more easier to process and handle, and I think it helped improve the quality of the show as another factor of it.
Right. That's really nice. What would you say is your favorite moment performing?
Okay, so like I don't know if I could tell you my favorite moment, but I could definitely tell you my funniest. There was one moment where there was a particularly intense part of a scene going on, and one of the castmates actually sneezed right after this like big thing happened, and the actor who played Ted Jones, Frank Scott, who was he's kind of like the goody two shoes character guy. He completely in character looks at the person who sneezed, looks them up and down, and like hesitates and says, "But bless you," completely in character, and it was just so funny to see. Like, I don't know, I just found that funny in the moment.
That would be funny.
I always find it so lovely, like seeing how it wraps up at the end of the show, all the mistakes that don't seem like mistakes. But that is all we have for tonight.
Make sure to follow us on Q30 Entertainment on Facebook and Twitter, and at Q30TV on Instagram.
And check out our website, q30tv.com, for more entertainment, sports, and news.
For everyone on the floor and in the control room, I'm Laura Smullen.
And I'm Haylei Cotton. Have a good week.